emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right?
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
First down, here's Mitchell. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Broken tackle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards on the play there. The drive will continue. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a 3rd and 6. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 62 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Mahomes now to throw. And this will be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Dak Prescott leads his offense back out for their next possession. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st down, Chiefs.
Now Prescott. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 54 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down.
And their 1st down, Chiefs.
Prescott yet again. And this is caught by Evans. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The Bears at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's Boulder. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to move back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Prescott on first down. There's Evans again, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
To the air again, Prescott. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now here's Mahomes. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll fire deep, looking for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. He completes it to Evans. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
McPherson on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. KC's offense ready to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A first down throw for Prescott. To Evans on the slant. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Pickup was 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Evans. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And again, it's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Still going inside the 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22. And Kansas City's offense now set, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is brought in at the 21. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The Chiefs take over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott now from the 50. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll throw again. Prescott over the middle, caught by London. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A 51-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Mitchell now off the option. Nifty move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Mitchell. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Prescott looks to throw on first. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Prescott. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Prescott, and the defense loses him. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Prescott now. Evans has it left side. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. A handoff from Mitchell running left. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Another run with Mitchell. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jaden Reed, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now here comes Kansas City. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Prescott from the gun on third, escaping the pressure right. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This is 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Try the right side with Mitchell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Now 3rd and 9.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They run over center with Mitchell, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out to the left here to Reed. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On 1st and 10, Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Prescott from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Now here's Mahomes. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And my goodness, another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Bolden. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8.
Now Mahomes. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So